Hi everyone, I'm Marina Colon and I'm going to be reviewing assignment 2, which is multiple baseline design across behaviors. My research question is, will using prompt therapy along with a multisensory approach to articulation therapy for a kindergarten-aged child improve their ability to produce the phonemes k, g, and t in isolation? The participant for the study is a 5-year, 3-month-old male. He's a kindergartner, and the child speaks English and exposed to little Spanish at home. And his intelligibility is limited. My claim is the use of prompt therapy along with a multisensory approach to articulation therapy for a kindergarten-aged child will improve their ability to produce the phonemes k, g, and t in isolation. The inclusionary factors are a kindergarten-aged child who has limited intelligibility due to articulation errors. The exclusionary factors are a child who is not kindergarten-aged, no language impairment, no medical diagnosis, and a child who has English as his second language. And the environment was a school clinic setting, which is quiet and very minimal distractions. The independent variable prompts for restructuring oral muscular phonetic targets, also known as prompt therapy, is a tactile kinesthetic approach used to target speech production disorders. Prompt therapy, along with a multisensory approach to articulation therapy using mirror work, pictures, and games, will be provided to the participant 5 days a week for 30 minutes each session by an SLP in the SLP's room, free from distractions. Throughout the session, the participant will be exposed to this multisensory approach. The intervention will begin with the k sound, the k phoneme. When the participant has reached criterion level, which is 80% accuracy, the intervention of the next phoneme will begin, which will be the g phoneme. When the participant has reached criterion level for the g phoneme, the intervention will begin for the third phoneme, t. The dependent variable, the production of the following phonemes in isolation, each improving to reach criterion level. So the phonemes were k, g, and t. The expected results were that it is expected that when using prompt therapy with multisensory articulation approach, the participant will improve to the extent that they will be able to produce each new phoneme in isolation at criterion level or higher. This intervention will increase the participant's intelligibility, as they will be able to produce these phonemes in isolation and later in syllables, words, sentences, etc. So this is the figure that would come out of the study. As you can see, the first set at the top is working on the k sound. So the baseline was taken over a series of 5 sessions. The k was targeted. And then at session 11 is when the child met criterion level, and then it was maintained. At this point, at session 25 is when the g phoneme was targeted, and the child's progressed until they met criterion level at session 31, and it was maintained until the t phoneme was introduced and targeted until the criterion level was met for the t phoneme at about session 52, and then it was maintained. Discussion and conclusion. After baseline, treatment was implemented. The SLP targeted 1 phoneme at a time in 5 30-minute therapy sessions each week until the participant reached and maintained criterion level for at least 5 sessions. After 11 sessions, the first criterion mastery of the phoneme k was met and maintained. At this point, the next phoneme g was introduced and presented at mastery at the 31st session mark and was maintained. Lastly, The T phoneme was targeted and mastered at the 50-second session mark. It can be concluded that when using prompt therapy with multisensory articulation approach, the participant will improve to the extent that they will be able to produce each new phoneme in isolation at criterion level or higher. The abstract for this study is as follows. The purpose: to assess the effectiveness of prompt therapy with multisensory articulation therapy for a kindergarten-aged child to improve their production of the phonemes K, G, and T. The subject was one kindergarten-aged participant who displays limited intelligibility based on inability to physically produce several phonemes. The materials used were the prompt therapy was implemented, as well as a multisensory articulation approach. Mirror work, pictures, and audio playback were used to target phonemes. A daily log of accurate productions was kept by the SLP. The procedure. After baseline, treatment was implemented. The SLP targeted one phoneme at a time in 5 30-minute therapy sessions each week until the participant reached and maintained criterion level for at least 5 sessions. At this point, the intervention for the next phoneme began. This method was applied until each of the 3 phonemes were targeted and reached criterion level. The results were the participant reached criterion level for all 3 phonemes produced in isolation.